Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Isabel and this is my library. In today's video, I bring you the booktube behind the scenes tag. So the booktube behind the scenes tag is an original tag created by Robert G. Reader of Books. So thank you, Robert, for creating this tag, and I'd like to thank Michelle from Literary Me for tagging me in this video. So the booktube behind the scenes tag is basically asking a set of questions that allow you, the viewers, to get to know the booktubers and how they go about creating their content a little bit better. So I'll go ahead and start off by reading the questions to you. I have them here on my iPad and letting you know a little bit about how I go about putting my content together. So question number one is, when recording a post, do you read from a prepared script, or do you refer to notes or a broad outline, or do you just speak extemporaneously? And although I am a person who loves preparing and being very organized and having a plan for everything, I must admit that I speak off the cuff when I am doing my videos. So this doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not prepared or I haven't put some thought and haven't prepared everything for my video. It just means that I don't have a script I'm following. I don't even really have notes. The most I will do is maybe put a sticky note on top of a book if there's something that I want to make sure that I tell you. And the rest is just me sitting in front of the camera and talking to you. When it comes to picking books I want to talk about, I do prepare that. Obviously, if there's a list of certain books, that does take some time planning. If I'm doing a video on top thrillers, I take some time. I research my Goodreads. I looked at my top rated thrillers. I look over my books. I go to my shelves. I flip through the pages. I remind myself of what the books are about. So that I do. I do a lot of prepping behind the scenes for a video, but I do not read verbatim from a script or have an outline or have something here that I'm looking at. I don't do that because I find that then it's kind of, it doesn't feel natural to me. And I've practiced that with my teaching as well. After so many years of teaching, I at the beginning of my teaching career, as a nervous, little 21-year-old, I would walk into the classroom and I had like all the points I wanted to make for my lecture and everything I wanted to do, and I just felt like it didn't flow as naturally as it could have. So although I did eventually have all my plans and everything I wanted to talk to my kids about, I just kind of allowed myself to have this discourse, or to just kind of push forward whatever I was trying to say, and it just seemed or felt more natural. And I take that same approach to my making of videos. Question number two is, do you edit before you post, deleting your hums and haws, your misspeaks, your mispronunciations, and other common public speaking foibles, or do you remove things you didn't mean to say or that are off topic, or thoughts or comments you think might be misunderstood? The answer is yes and no, because it is a multiple part question. So I do try, when I'm editing a video, if I catch a lot of hums or ahs or long pauses, I do try to edit those out to make my videos sound a little more professional or put together, or to ease viewership so that you guys are not, waiting for long periods of time while I gather my thoughts, or you have to endure a long silence as I'm looking at my notes or something. So I do edit that. I just find sometimes that when I start editing my ums and stuff like that, it gets addictive and then I want to remove all of them, and so editing then becomes kind of a nightmare. So I will do it sometimes, like if I'm already cutting something off in my video, I'll cut off the following hum. Other than that, I kind of let it go, because I do want it to flow as well. So there has to, I think, be a balance between all the things I'm cutting out and the flow of my video. So I kind of do both. And then the second part of the question talked about removing like off-topic thoughts or comments. I never do that. wherever the video goes, the video goes. I have never really found myself editing an entire chunk of the video or taking out an entire part of the video. I kind of let it go organically. So if there is a mispronunciation, I think I've gotten pretty good at, like, if I know I mispronounced something or if I stuttered, I'll just edit myself. I will fix myself and I'll stop talking. I'll go back and say it the right way, and then editing me will know to just remove the part where I messed that up because I corrected myself automatically. And it's just something that you get better at. The more videos you record, the more you edit, you help future you out by doing that. And if you're a content creator, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But it's just a matter of, wait, let me rephrase that. Or I think I hiccuped, so let me repeat that. And then you kind of edit yourself out to make your editing process easier at the end. Number 3, have you ever deleted an entire post? I have never deleted an entire video. All of the videos I have put up are still up. I know there are many seasoned YouTubers that eventually make some of their videos private or remove access to certain videos, and I understand that how that could be useful or beneficial. I still think I'm too new at this and I don't have enough videos to do that yet. So no, I've never removed a video completely from my channel. All my videos are still there. Number 4, are there certain topics you avoid, things you regard as too personal or too controversial? Again, this is like a two-parter, so I'll start with the too personal. I feel like I have shared a lot on my channel about my personal life, and it usually comes up in the vlogs that I record or in the comments that I make, and I really have no problem sharing some of those details of my personal life with my viewers. I like when booktubers do that. I like getting to know the booktubers I have watched for so long and I admire so much, getting to know them as people. And my hope is to do that also for my viewers. I want them to know me as the person. And it doesn't mean that I'm oversharing or sharing all this like personal information that some people are like, okay, that's TMI. I don't think I do that, but I do present myself authentically on camera to my viewers, and I do not mind sharing certain personal things with my viewers. And I do think that there are certain topics that might be too controversial, maybe not appropriate. I don't think in any of my videos I ever put out information that I think might be offensive to anyone. That is something that I'm very conscientious of, and I want to make sure that this is a place where my viewers can feel comfortable, that they can feel that I am talking about books and enjoying discourse on authors and what I'm reading without ever being demeaning or insulting or condescending with anyone or making anyone feel out of place or anything like that. So I do feel that when we are having conversations about the various books that we read and such, we need to be mindful and respectful of everyone's opinions. We all have opinions and we're entitled to them. And we are entitled and allowed to be respected. And I feel that way as viewers and as content creators as well, because I'm not just a content creator, I'm a viewer of other channels. And I think I'm more that than anything else, because before I was ever making content, I was a viewer and I viewed content creators that made me feel like they were cognizant of the conversations and the opinions that they put out there on their videos. So I do make it a point to make sure that everyone's opinions and thoughts are respected in my comments, and that whatever I say about a book or in one of my videos is reflective of the person that I am, which is a person that respects others' opinions and beliefs. Number 5, do your posts include graphics, special lighting, music, fast cuts, or other design enhancements? And I want to say I have done all of that at some point or another. I include graphics. I many times in my wrap-ups include my statistics. I also include pictures of any digital books or audiobooks that I read so that the viewers can see them better. My special lighting is my ring light, which is a normal thing to have, I guess. I have used music before in my videos. I've used it in I obviously use it in my intro and my outro. And when I'm recording my journaling videos, a lot of times during my fast forwarding scenes, when I'm just doing something that I want to kind of move on faster with or whatnot, I do put music. So I do edit my videos in that way. I'm sure I could do more editing or get better at it, and I'm sure I eventually will with time as I edit more and more videos. But I think I do, yes, I do use a lot of those design enhancements in my thumbnails and in my videos, but I am not doing like any special effects on my videos or anything that's too crazy, I think. Number 6, do you have a target number of posts each week? So I want to say yes, I try to post at least twice a week, and I think I've been very successful at doing that since I started my YouTube channel. There have been weeks when I've posted more. I'm still very much excited about my channel, excited about creating content. So I find that I'm recording a lot and editing a lot, and my turnaround rate is very quick. So there are some weeks I think when I do post more than 2 videos, but I aim for 2. I think 2 is something I can manage. I am coming up now on my summer vacation from work, so I am sure I will have more time to do more fun content and longer content and all of that. But my goal is 2 videos a week. Number 7, are there certain theme posts you contribute to regularly, such as Poetry Thursday or What Are You Reading Wednesday? Wow. I didn't know these were a thing. I did not know Poetry Thursday was a thing. I did not know What Are You Reading Wednesday was a thing. And now I'm kind of feeling like I should have done something, every Wednesday to share with you what I'm reading. Like that would have been a great opportunity for a short, or to touch base with you on what I'm reading. I didn't know those existed. As far as themed posts, tags, definitely. This is a great example of one. So I do tags. So that is something themed that I kind of put together. And I do wrap ups, and I do TBR videos, and I do top blank videos, or here's my collection of this video. So I think I do some of those. I guess I didn't know that all these others existed, but I think I will do some from time to time now that I know that they exist. Number 8, how important to you is the number of your subscribers? Is there a target number you're hoping to reach? If you don't hit your target, would you consider dropping out of booktube? Are your posts designed to attract new subscribers? Are you distressed if you lose subscribers? Okay, so there's so many questions in this one. So I guess I'll take it one question at a time. So the number of subscribers, to me, the number per se is not, obviously it's important, but what's more important is that I have subscribers, that there are people, you watching me right now, that there are people who are interested in my content and who watch my videos and comment on my videos and like my videos and talk to me, giving me feedback or asking me questions or getting to know me. That is what matters to me. So I'll say the number per se doesn't matter. I'm happy each and every single day that I have a subscriber or that I am keeping my subscribers. Obviously, I want to have as many subscribers as I possibly can. So I don't know if there's a target number. I feel like it's always like the next like rounded number, right? So I remember when I had my first 10 subscribers, I was so happy. And then my 15, and then my 20. And, I feel like there's always something to celebrate with each subscriber. And I love that feeling because I want to remember how I am, growing my channel, and how this passion project of mine that I had wanted to embark on and start so many years ago, I finally started. And every day I feel like I'm getting to know more and more people, and I am engaging with more of you. And that's so important to me. So yes, all my subscribers matter. Yes, I care how many subscribers I have, just because it lets me know that I'm doing something right, and that I'm talking about books to people who want to listen to me talk about books, and they also have something to say about it. And that the same way that I felt about booktubers that I've been following forever, there are people who feel that way about my content as well. So that's in essence what matters to me about that number. So no, there's not a target number I'm hoping to reach, but I want to, keep growing my subscribers and, growing my channel. That's something that's important to me. I'm someone that I give of myself completely to everything that I do. I'm very much a perfectionist, and I've been like that my whole life, as a student, as, you know, uh, as a professional. Like I whatever I have to do, I want to be the best at it, and I want to put forth only my best work. So that's a measure of your work, right? Of people wanting to listen to you and engage with you. So I think it matters, but there's not a particular number. If I don't reach that number, would I consider dropping out of booktube? Absolutely not. Like, that's not why I'm here. I am having so much fun doing this. Regardless of that number, I've met already so many people that I have bonded with, that I consider my booktube friends. And I feel fortunate that this platform has allowed me to do that, that this platform has allowed me to do my favorite thing in the world, read and talk to people about books, and find out or discover new books and bond with people over books. So I would never drop booktube for those reasons. Are your posts designed to attract new subscribers? Sure, absolutely. I want to put forth content that people want to watch. Like, that's important to me. And yes, I make videos that are very much important to me, that it doesn't really matter if they're not my highest performing videos. There's still videos that I'm happy putting together, that they're my passion projects, or videos that I hold very near and dear to me. And I've gotten to the point where I know the kinds of videos that are more successful on my channel than others, but that by no means is reflective of the only type of content I'm going to put forth, or put together. So, for example, I know my journaling videos do very well on my channel, and I love making them. That started off as a passion project for me. I didn't think that's something people were interested in watching. I had no idea my reading journal videos would be enjoyed by so many people, that those videos would do so well. I had no idea. I did it out of love for crafting and for my journal and for using my washi tape and all of that. And I did enjoy watching videos like that of people who had reading journals. So I decided to make some of that content, and thankfully it does very well. But there are still other more niche projects that I've enjoyed putting together, like my classics videos, or my favorite things or favorite tropes in books, or my collections of choose your own adventure books or goosebumps books. Or those tend to not do that well on my channel, and I still love them, and there's some of my favorite videos to put together because I'm passionate about them. Although I do create a content for my subscribers, I also create content for me and things that I want to share with everyone. So the goal is not always to gain new subscribers or increase my viewership. The goal obviously is to have fun, but at the same time, I am monitoring or aware of what people want from my channel, because that's important too. I think that is what helps you grow and allows you to reach more audiences, if you just are mindful of what it is that people enjoy the most from your channel. And it says, are you distressed if you lose subscribers? I think sometimes I don't really notice if I've lost one or not. It has to be that I lost and didn't gain one to kind of reflect that change in the number. I don't think I monitor it that often to kind of know that. And obviously, if someone doesn't find interest in my channel anymore, or doesn't want to subscribe anymore for whatever reason, I'm understanding of that. I don't want anyone to continue being subscribed to my content if they're not enjoying it, but I clearly don't want them leaving. I want all of you staying here and being a part of this journey with me. Number 9, do you always respond when tagged? Yes, I try to. I make a conscious effort of replying to all my comments. I make a conscious effort of doing whatever tagged videos I'm tagged in. Obviously, it becomes a lot, so I'm backed up. I know at this point there's maybe like 6 or 7 tagged videos that I want to do, but I have not been able to record because life, right? Life and our jobs and everything else. But I have a list. I do keep a journal where I write down all my ideas of videos and such, and then there is a section specifically for videos that I have been tagged in that I want to complete. So I do make it a priority to do that. So yes, I try to respond. Question 10, do you respond to viewers' comments? Are your responses lengthy or only a thumbs up or down? At times, I even double check that I didn't miss a notification or there was a comment that I didn't respond to, because I think it is important. I think when I ask, you guys to leave me your opinions in the comments, I mean that. Like, I really want your opinions in the comments. So many times as booktubers, or YouTubers in general, we don't know who's watching our content, or how far they're getting in our videos, or if they even saw the video at all. So I think once we're able to talk to people in the comments, it makes it obviously easier to know and gauge the reach that we are having with our videos. So I do make it a point to respond to everyone, not just like their comment. Nothing wrong, if there's people who do that, but I do make it a point to respond to everyone in a meaningful way, and let them know that I appreciate them watching my videos and commenting on my content and all of that. Question number 11. Have you ever blocked anyone from viewing or commenting on your posts? The answer is no. And I'm very thankful that I have not had the need to do that, to block anyone from viewing or commenting on my posts. I can imagine how important it is to be able to do that as a content creator. If there's someone who is making you as a creator feel uncomfortable, or making your community or people following your channel or people in the comments feel uncomfortable, I can totally see and understand and feel is valid to block someone or to delete a comment that is offensive in nature. I see nothing wrong with that. Thankfully, I really haven't had that happen yet. I know it's the internet, and I know, sometimes stuff like that happens, but I thankfully I haven't had to do that yet on my channel. And then number 12 is to tag some booktube friends. So obviously I will go ahead and tag all my friends that I can think of who tag me in videos down below. However, if I did not tag you, please consider yourself tagged. Do this tag if you think it's fun. I think it's so interesting to see how other people do this, how other people YouTube. Um, and I found it very enlightening to already hear some of the responses from my booktube friends. So if you feel compelled or moved to complete this video, please make sure you tag me so that I can watch your version of this tag and leave you some comments and follow you if I'm not already following you, especially if you're like a small channel. So yeah, this was so much fun. Again, thank you, Michelle from Literary Me, for tagging me in this video. If you are not following her already, please do so. She has great content. She's absolutely wonderful. And I think if you like my content, you'll love hers as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought. Engage with me a little bit. Let me know what you're thinking, and if you're planning on becoming a booktuber, or if you once were a booktuber and you no longer are doing that. I'd love to talk to you. And yeah, that's it for me for now. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.